I first started listening to you, I would always put the Y in the wrong spot. I would do EVYRYST. It's like,
dude, that literally happened earlier today. I was talking about my profile, and I was like Everest with a Y, and that's exactly what he types in. I was like, nah, bro.
yeah, it's tricky. You kind of did that to yourself there, Everest.
I know, man.
All right, let me get the link here, and I'll send it to you. I gotta post it in the Discord. I got a laundry list of items I gotta do, and I always forget to do one of them. It's usually posting on Instagram or Discord.
I think I'm in your Discord now that I'm looking at it.
Get your ass in there, dog. What are you doing?
I feel like I was, dude. Like, what? I definitely was. What's the profile picture of your Discord? Is it?
It's just my icon, yep.
I don't think I'm in it. That's crazy. I could have sworn I was in it.
Well, we've got some rabble rousers in there, so I wouldn't blame you if you just decided to dip one day, you know.
Some rabble rousers.
Yeah, we've had to get rid of some channels before that got a little
really
outrageous. All right, we already got a few people in chat. Let's go.
Oh wait, is this? Oh, this is just the video link.
Yeah, it should be. It should take you to the stream.
If I leave the Discord, like I just opened up my browser, you can still see me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm close that out.
All right, sweet.
Can you wait? Did you send me the chat link yet, or is that?
Well, if you go to the stream and you just like go to the comments, I think you can actually pop out the comments in a separate window. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Should be an option to look at the live chat.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, there we go. Okay.
We're getting Everest set up, everybody. We want my boy to be able to interact with you guys, okay?
I think we're set here.
Sweet.
Yeah, is there a way you can see who's in the chat or no?
I can see it if they chat. I don't know if it's like Twitch where I can actually see the people.
Okay.
Let's see. Participants, yeah, I actually can. Good stuff. Oh man, we already got quite a few questions for you, Everest. What's your favorite color from La La Not Listening?
Favorite color has gotta be blue. Gotta be blue.
Makes sense.
Well, I'm kinda... I had to lower the volume of the video because it was like kind of lagging, but...
Oh yeah, I would just mute the YouTube stream so that you aren't hearing double, you know?
Yeah.
That shit would be kind of annoying after a while, I would imagine.
What is my name based off of? Honestly, it just came to me one day. I mean, it's obviously a takeoff like Mount Everest, but like, you know, I just thought of it one day, Everest with the Y. I was like, pretty dope, I guess, you know, kind of just stuck.
You got the fancy spelling for all the SEO purposes, right? There's only one Everest with a Y, I would imagine.
Only one. I'm a huge Everest fan. Thank you, Stealth Lemon.
Oh, Stealth Lemon, he's our dedicated mod.
Oh, wait. Is that a real person?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my boy. IRL.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting some static here. I don't know what's going on. Sounds like there's a bit... Okay, I got fixed it.
Are you sure you didn't just mix a bunch of static into this song?
Dude, I might have now that I'm thinking about it. You didn't hear anything, did you?
No, I did not. That's all you, dog.
Okay. Dude, I'm so like OCD about my songs. If I hear one tiny little click, I'm like, man.
Oh yeah, get back in the FLP and fix that up.
I like mute everything or like listen to every sound like by itself to see what the fucking click came from.
Yeah, dude. You know what? My boy Nevin, he brings up a good point. A lot of times when I'm screen sharing on Discord, randomly it'll get all glitchy and robot-y. Maybe that's what happened. So if that happens, just know that it's a me problem.
Somebody asked what my master chain was. That's confidential information.
Ooh, yeah. You don't get that info for free.
I will say though, Slate Digital. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be in the same boat, and then I just got lazy. Fucking
dude. For the longest, all I was using was Soft Clipper, and like maybe like a EQ or something. But
I'm not gonna lie. That's sometimes in recent years I've tried to kind of like simplify my whole process because I feel like it's really easy to over engineer a lot of shit, especially with like trap beats. It's like you don't really have to do that much to get it to sound good if you're working with good sounds. But yeah, I might have taken a little too far in the other direction because now I like rarely will actually master my tracks.
yeah, I used to overcomplicate the hell out of mastering, but it's so simple, really. I mean,
yeah. Yup.
what is my favorite mountain? Shit. I mean, I feel like it's a crime if my favorite mountain's not Mount Everest.
That's right. You got to keep it on brand.
On brand for sure.
If you ever created like a second account, would you do like Fuji or something and spell it weird?
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of like alias or some shit. I'm trying to think of other mountains. Like I couldn't even name another mountain.
Yeah, the only two that come to mind are Fuji and Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro, is that a mountain?
I think so. Yeah, it's in like Africa or something. Something like
I
that.
couldn't tell you.
All right, we got a lot of people in chat. We got 23 people in chat. I think we can probably
sound good eyes there on the master is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a meme. Most people I don't think will say that in earnest. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're back after a little hiatus. Took a week off last week for my birthday, my 27th birthday. I've officially reached Unk status, as chat likes to remind me. All right, as a reminder, this is the SoundCloud game show, not officially associated with nor endorsed by SoundCloud yet. I'm your host, Yokai, and today I'll be competing against a very special guest, someone who I consider to be a true trailblazer in the chill, wave, funk, trap, whatever you want to call it, scene, EVERYST. So, EVERYST, tell me, what have you been listening to lately?
What have I been listening to? Honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but I've been listening to a lot of heavy metal.
That doesn't sound crazy at all. I feel like that's like pretty on par for a lot of people in our scene. That's like their go-to other genre. What groups you like listening to?
Dude, I love Motionless in White, if you've heard of them. I don't know if you're familiar with the metal scene at all.
Not at all. But now I've got some recommendations. So what'd you say? White something?
Motionless in White.
Motionless in White.
Yeah, we got like Metallica, classic shit.
Never heard of them.
You've never heard of Metallica?
Not in my life.
You're lying.
I've never told a lie on stream, not once.
Respect.
I keep it real. No, so Metallica, Motionless in White. Who else?
Maybe. I love just any like classic. I love this isn't really metal, but like Kiss, Queen, Motley Crue. That's like 80s, like 70s, like rock. But I really anything with a guitar in it, I'll listen to it.
That tracks. I feel like you always do. You play guitar and then like sample it in your songs at all?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I did a like a little solo in a Sequoia at the
I
end
was
there.
gonna say I couldn't tell if that was like recorded and then like put into the FLP or if you like played it in a VST or something.
No, yeah. I mean, I have some plugins that I use, but no, I'll just like I'll make a song and then I'll be like, I think I could fit some guitar into there, and then I'll just play until I get something fi.
Nice, love it. So yeah, as you can tell, very talented individual on the stream today. So excited to have Everest here. We did recently collab on a track called Sequoia. If you want to go check it out, it's very good, very chill, very laid back, great summer vibes. Okay, so the way that this is going to work today, we got the Discord, obviously, link in the description if you haven't had a chance to submit a track. We've got over 1,000 tracks, I think, submitted on the Discord now. So if you want to go submit one, the link is in the description. We're going to randomly pull one up, and I've got a Chrome extension installed that hides almost all of the identifiable information about the song, including all of the stats. All we're going to be able to see is how long ago the track was posted, how many tracks the person has on SoundCloud, and we're just going to have to listen to the track and try and guess how many streams it has. Very simple game. It's multiple choice, so 25% chance of getting it right. Chat likes to employ the strategy of voting A every time. So yeah, maybe it'll work out for chat this time, maybe not. But as you guys know, if you're very into the stream, you want to stick around to the very end because you're never out of the game. Okay, there's always a chance to come back at the end with a little bit of a gimmick. You just got to be lucky enough. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. I've got our first track pulled out. Let's get it pulled up and switch over. All right, this first track comes to us from 1 year ago from a profile with 3 tracks on it. Wouldn't you know? Let's give it a listen. I did not expect it to go in that direction. Is this Russian?
I have no idea.
روزا میگذرن و میرن مثل باد پیدا نمیکردن کسی مثل ما الان دیگه فقط مونده خب یه راه فکر میکنم به این چیزا من چرا باید باشم.
Yeah, I was a little pessimistic about this one. I was feeling like it might have been one of the lower options, and then I realized it was Russian. Russians be streaming, okay? In the wise words of Backlund.
Russians be streaming.
They really do. You can tell. Oh, it's not Russian? Oh, fuck. Okay. I heard some phlegm in there. I thought it might have been a Russian phlegm. Guess not.
I'm locked in.
Oh, Everest is already locked in. Shit. Okay, I guess I better get with the program here. All right, I'm locked in as well. Let me start the poll here. Hopefully it works. I think it's working. Okay, yes, it's working. Chat, if you want to let me know how many streams you think this track has, this track from 1 year ago, from a profile with 3 tracks on SoundCloud, in a language that isn't Russian apparently, but it's definitely not English. Let me know. You can vote A, 573 streams, B, 7.1K, C, 7.2K, or D, 64K. You can vote in chat with exclamation point vote, space, and then a letter. Let me know. So far, it seems like you guys are pretty pessimistic about this one. You're thinking it's only going to pull about 500 streams. We'll see how it shakes out. You guys got about 5 seconds left on the poll.
Watch it be D.
It wouldn't be the first time that's happened. All right. The poll is now closed. Chat overwhelmingly going to go with A, 573 streams, which I think is a very fair guess. I think you would have to be an absolute idiot to not vote A. Am I right, guys? I feel like only 3 tracks on SoundCloud, that's kind of tough. I feel like unless it's a track that, you know, is a re-upload maybe of a super popular song, you're not going to be pulling more than 1,000 streams on a track if you've only got 3 tracks on SoundCloud. I don't know. It's also possible that this is a high-profile person that has privated a bunch of tracks. It wouldn't be the first time we saw that. Everest, what did you vote on this one?
Big B.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I dissed you right to your face. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll let it slide.
So why did you go with B? I'm dying to know.
Honestly, my gut was telling me B. I was like, you know what? It's the quality of the song was like good enough to where I feel like it could have, you know, 7,000 streams, but I don't know, man. B is where it's at for this one, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes a letter just calls to you. And B and C, they're pretty close to each other. So I'm curious, like, did you just kind of do a coin toss to decide between B and C? They're super close to each other.
Nah, B was calling my name.
All right. Firmly in the 7.1K camp, not 7.2K. Yeah, I agree with you. Very well produced song. I'm curious to see if it's going to pull more than 500 streams. Chat, you guys went with A, so I'll lock in A for you guys. Let's see where this one shakes out. 3, 2, 1. It was A.
Oh,
It was A. Unfortunate, Everest. But Chat and I are going to take a point on this one. This comes to us from Farax. It's a track called Arzu? I don't know.
okay.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Pretty well-produced track overall.
Yeah, not too bad.
I just think, I don't know. We talk about this all the time. It certainly isn't the first time I've said this on the stream, but I feel like discoverability on SoundCloud is not the greatest unless you've got a big audience somewhere else that you're, like, pushing people to it from, or if you're getting, like, super big reposts. So, yeah, that's
that makes sense.
Let's see. Fox in stream is saying that it seems like a Persian name, so could be some sort of Persian language that we were hearing.
Okay.
Maybe Farsi. I think Farsi is a Persian language, so maybe that was Farsi we were hearing.
I would not know.
Either way, we're going to move on to the next track. I don't have much else to say about this one. We got a bunch of comments down here in Arabic, so that does track. Could have been Arabic. That's definitely the first track we've gotten in Arabic, if that is Arabic. All right, this next submission comes to us from Murasaki, who, Everest, if you're not aware, Murasaki is probably responsible for like 80% of the submissions on the Discord. And we've got a cooldown, like a several hour cooldown on the bot. So this motherfucker is dedicated.
Okay.
All right. Murasaki submitted this track from 6 years ago from a profile with 63 tracks on SoundCloud. Let's give it a listen. Some nice funk loops in the intro.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool one. We're at almost 1,300 submissions, Hydro. That's how many. Or are you asking what round we're on? This is round 2.
I think it's a J. Cole, not Lil Uzi.
J. Cole sample, okay.
Dang, I don't know.
This part of the track feels a little bit inspired by Sin. Anybody remember Sin? I think that Sin has rebranded. I don't remember their new name. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's that open hat loop that's giving me that vibe. It might be a Wonder Girl hat loop. Nevin's saying it is a Cole sample, so
I knew it.
there you have it. We got J. Cole on the vocals. Yeah, I'm not really sure where this one's gonna go. Murasaki has submitted some old tracks that are surprisingly underground, so it could be any of these really, but it could be as few as 6,000 or as many as 140,000. I think I'm just gonna have to send it, honestly. I don't think most people in chat are recognizing it, so that's something to keep in mind.
I mean, it's definitely like funk.
Yes. Oh yeah, this is in that funk vein for sure.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to lock in.
Yeah. All right, I'm locked in. Are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
All right, chat. We're locked in. It's time for you to lock the fuck in. The poll is open. You can vote in chat. Once again, exclamation point, vote, space, and then a letter. That's how you vote. So you can vote A, 6,000, B, 49,000, C, 86,000, or D, 142,000 for the funky J. Cole remix. Someone asked, Everest, when did you start producing?
I started producing in January of 2018.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would have expected you to have been producing for a long ass time. Which I guess 2018 is longer ago than I realized, but that's pretty recent.
Years.
Yeah.
I didn't start producing funk until I'd say mid 2020, so I'm pretty new.
There you go. So, wait a minute. Maybe this is your track then. Maybe you're just playing coy, and this is your track from May of 2018.
Wouldn't that be something?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the first time that's happened on the show. That we got a track of the special one of the special guests' tracks randomly pulled up on the Anocalypse stream. We happened to pull up a collab he'd done with someone else.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
That is crazy. What are the odds?
Something like 1 in 1,300, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys, the poll is closed. Chat, you guys didn't even touch C or D, but you're thinking that this one's going to come just shy of 50,000 streams in 6 years, which I think is totally fair. I think it's a perfectly fine track. I think it could definitely pull 50K in 6 years. But knowing Murasaki and that you know, he's chasing a lot of these underground gems, I've been thoroughly surprised by how underrated some of the tracks that he submits are. So with that in mind, and you know, considering how well the vote A every time strat worked out for chat last time, I decided to vote A every time so far. So that's why I went with A on this one. I feel like it's going to be an undercover or underground gem, a diamond in the rough, so to speak. So Everest, what did you vote on this one?
I voted A as well.
Nice. Why'd you go A?
I originally went with B, but then I was like, I don't know. I was like, I feel like 50K is a little much for that track. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, like, you would think, like, someone who has been posting tracks for 6 years, if they kept up with it, that they would have maybe more than 63 tracks. I don't know. 63 over the course of 6 years, that's a decent amount of tracks, actually. I don't know.
That's not bad. That's like 10 a year.
Yeah.
Almost, like in a month. That's not bad.
Yeah. So I don't know. But 2018, it's also like kind of a a weird year for SoundCloud because I feel like it was kind of like the start of the decline in terms of like the poppiness of at least the like funk trap instrumental scene.
That's true.
So yeah, let's see where it goes. Chat, you guys went with B. Everest and I are going with A. Let's see if you guys were right. 3, 2, 1. It was A. Everest. Well done, my friend. We take a point on this one. Vote A every time. I guess that's the moral of the story. All right. This one was it was Subitsuji. I know I'm not saying that right, but Subitsuji, however you pronounce that. I've seen the name before. I believe I've promoted one of their songs on the Yokai channel back in the day.
I have definitely seen that name.
Yeah. So honestly, with that in mind, I am a little surprised that it doesn't have more streams because I feel like it would have been getting like some good reposts here and there and spreading around. But yeah, Cookmaster Jeff, I went with A, so I took a point on that one. Okay, you guys got cooked by Cookmaster Yokai, I guess. But there were 5 of you who voted A, so sorry about you guys. All right, so yeah, this is Intervals by Subitsuji. 6 years ago. I am super surprised it doesn't have more streams. It looks like, if I scroll down here, you guys can see this was their 600 follower special. So congrats to Subitsuji for far exceeding that now, up to 2,500 followers. I'm not sure if they're still active, but if not, got to get back in the game, dog. You are a very talented funk producer. All right. Lala not listening. You can call me whatever you want. Yokai, Vaughn, whatever you want. However you're feeling at the moment, I guess. Oh, Everest, Young Demon wants to know your social security number, by the way.
Oh, does he now?
All right.
Confidential, buddy.
Yeah, that's even less confidential than the master chain.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next track here. We've got a track here from 11 months ago. Let's see how close it is to its 1-year anniversary. Pretty close, less than a month. So it'll be a year old here very soon. Almost 60 tracks from this person on SoundCloud. Will they hit 60 before this one turns 1 year old? Who knows? Let's listen to this one. It could be as few as 4,000 streams or as many as 76,000 in less than a year. So that's kind of wild. What are these vocals? This is wild. Okay, this is Russian, right? This shit gotta be Russian. Oh, they said funk. It's not Russian? They just said funk. Okay, it's not Russian apparently. A little bit. Is it like Finnish or something? I know the Finns love funk. Helsinki. It's going down in Helsinki. Zephiz, I think you're onto something. Is this Russian? It's gonna be my new catchphrase. Not Finnish. Fox, you're just the Rosetta Stone in chat, able to tell us what language it's not. Anti-Rosetta Stone. What's good, Intius? We got Intius in chat. Oh, Murasaki is Finnish. Okay. Not German either. Yeah, I feel like it would sound a little angrier. Oh, we had the Intius alt account in chat. Now we got the real Intius.
I'm locked in here.
Man, this one's tricky because we got 2 under 10K and 2 over 70K on a track from just less than a year ago. I will say I kind of like the cowbell melody on this one. It's kind of nice.
It's not bad, like for cowbells, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
More towards like C or D because of the cowbells. You know, like the cowbell tracks be pulling numbers. But,
True.
I don't know though.
Chat, the poll is open. What do you guys think? You guys think this one's gonna come in at 4K? You can vote A. If you think it's gonna be closer to 7K or 6K maybe, you go with B. If you think it's close to 70K, I got two options for you. You go with C, 70.1K, or D, 76.2K. Vote in chat now on this mystery language funk track, drift funk track, from almost a year ago. Dude, it sounds like Russian to me. Maybe I'm just an ignorant American, so what do I know? But sounds a little Slavic at least. So something in that region maybe. All right, you guys got less than 10 seconds on the clock if you want to change, if you want to sway the vote. So far, the A's have it by a slim margin, and the poll is closed. The A's take it by one vote. You guys are going with A. You're going to go back to your vote A every time strategy. Understandable. Intius wrote in his answer of 100 million streams. So I don't know. Maybe the bot's broken and it will be 100 million. We'll see. So chat, you guys went with A. I went with C. The fact that I do not know this language at all made me feel like it could go kind of crazy in whatever region this is from. So I don't know. 70K is a shit ton of streams to get in less than a year. But I mean, I feel like it's going to have more than 6K. So that left me with two options. And I don't know, man. It was kind of a toss-up from there. What do you think, Everest?
I voted B.
Why'd you go with B? Let's hear the reasoning, the rationale.
Well, I was gonna go with C, but then I was like, because I heard the cowbells and I was like, this shit could pull numbers, but then like the rapping and the vocals came in. I was just like, I don't know. My gut was telling me B again. So
fair enough. Sometimes it just comes to you in a vision. You just gotta close your eyes. I like to consider back when the wise sage of the SoundCloud game show lore. That's his strat. So we could try implementing that at some point. Chat, you guys are going with A. I'll lock in A for you guys. We'll see. Hoping it's A, B, or C, so one of us gets a point. But it could be D. We'll see. Mystery language funk track from 11 months ago. 3, 2, 1. It was A. Well done, chat. You guys are bringing it back a little bit. This was Trembala by Dragon Boys. Brazilian funk. That didn't sound like Portuguese to me. That's so weird. Huh. They tagged it Brazilian funk at the bottom, so I guess it was Portuguese after all, presumably.
I could not have told you that.
No way. Andreas, welcome. We just played your submission. We just played your very... Oh, no, wait. What did we play from you? Yeah, it was this one. Yeah,
Was it?
Fucking Trembala Dragon Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. Whenever I see Portuguese written down, it looks obviously super similar to Spanish, which I feel like I would be able to recognize. So I just assumed it would sound somewhat similar to Spanish, and it did not at all. So, unfortunate. It was very Portuguese, says Stealth Lemon. Interesting. All right. Hydra says, how many times is this bot going to glaze the letter A? I've looked into it. The very first step that the bot takes is it randomly assigns the correct answer to A, B, C, or D. So in theory, it should have an equal chance of being any of the options, but I don't know. At some point, maybe I'll just rebuild it from the ground up. But yeah, maybe the vote A strat is valid. All right. Well, we will move on to the next track, and we'll see if that strategy works out for you guys. All right. Looks like we got a track here from 2 years ago from a profile with 36 public tracks. Could have as few as 6,800 or as many as 173,000. So let's give it a listen and see what we can deduce. It's a little loud. Just fucking cranking the volume on the roads.
Hey, time to show up, pull up. Long time out.
Some cool drums. I do wish the cowbell weren't out of tune.
I like the snare.
Yeah, dude, that fucking... I always attribute it to Roland Jones, but I don't even know if he, like, started that. But, like, I was
gonna say that.
I always think of the Roland Jones snare. Distinctive. Kind of lost on this one, man. It's the lowest options are 7,000 and 80,000. What do I do with that? All right, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in too.
All right, chat. It's your turn to participate. How many streams do you think this track from 2 years ago has? Well, we got people spamming A in chat already. We're thinking A on this one. Okay, we're gonna triple down on the vote A every time strat. Valid. We'll see if it works out. Who knows, man? Maybe.
Does the bot generate the multiple choice options?
It does. It does. The first step it's supposed to take is randomly assigning the correct answer, and the second step is creating incorrect answers randomly based on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so far, chat, 2 people are deviating from the vote A every time strat, and they're going with D, 173,000.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they recognize the song. Maybe they know something we don't. All right, chat, the poll is closed. 14 of you, almost 90%, went with A. And the other 2, Murasaki and Young Demon, went with D. Maybe just to be little contrarians. But we'll see. I went with A. I'm going to try and go with the vote A every time strat. Not just because it seems to be a valid strat, but because, I don't know, man. The song is nice. You know, like I said, the drums are nice. I think the melody is kind of nice. I do wish the cowbell were tuned a little better. But yeah, I don't know if I see it pulling 80K in 2 years. That just seems like a lot, you know. It's kind of an accomplishment to pull 40K in a year. To pull 40K year after year, that's a little wild to me. So I went with A. What did you do, Everest?
I also went with A, as you can see.
The crossed out B.
Scratched out the B. I was gonna go B, but then I was like, there's no way it's pulling 80K.
Yeah, that's a pretty big gap between A and B. So, valid. All right. We will see. Looks like all of us are going A. So, I hope for all of our sakes that it's A. 3, 2, 1. It was A. Well done. Creep Main missed a Z with Thunder. I've heard of Thunder. I might have heard of Creep Main before. No.
Both of them.
I'm thinking of That's Creep, I think. But yeah, I've definitely heard of Thunder before. So yeah, Mr. Z, very cool track. It did end up having 6,800. I'm sorry you guys weren't quite pulling 80K plus in 2 years, but I feel like that's kind of a hard sell. So we all score a point on that one. Well done, everybody.
Very hard sell.
Pretty good game so far. I think that was round 3, and yeah, pretty high scoring game. Creep Main. Okay, yeah, some other people are recognizing Creep Main, it seems like.
I've definitely seen his name.
I am hoping that the bot isn't broken because, yeah, it is weird that we get so many A's. That is really odd. All right, let's get another track pulled up. Why don't we? It could... See, Young Demon, I would think that. But then again, like I said, the first step that it's supposed to take is randomly assigning it to A, B, C, or D. So, in theory, there shouldn't be any bias. But I don't know. I'll have to take another look at it. I've been, honestly, a little too busy to bother with coding recently. So, I didn't really want to get too in the weeds. But I'm thinking I might need to take a look under the hood here soon. We'll see. We did get a non-A answer earlier, didn't we? Or am I tripping? Has it been all A's so far?
I think it's been all A's.
I think it has. So we're 3 for 3 on the vote A every time strat. Oh yeah, Fox is saying it's randomly assigning the correct answer to A, or A. Yeah, I might have overlooked that maybe. All right, our next track here comes to us from 2 years ago. It's from a profile with 32 public tracks. Let's give it a listen, why don't we? This one was submitted by Hydro. So, Hydro, no feeding us any insider knowledge, please.
Cooper, you asshole.
I might press.
Cooper, you asshole.
Take me home, I need my space, my head's a mess. She said, do you want me, baby? Yes. She said,
This sounds like the type of song that's going to get me copyright claimed.
I might press. Yes. Take me home, I need my space, my head's a mess. She said, do you want me, baby? Yes. She said, do you want me? I said, yes. I'm feeling embarrassment, but
This is nice.
embarrassing, yeah. I don't wanna hurt myself,
vibe.
so I stay
For
abstinent.
real.
Yeah. I'm sick of the lies you tell. Why you go absent? Yeah. You're making me sick.
We're going to hear Everest sample these vocals.
Yeah. Surprise.
Some melodic auto-tune type of shit. I don't know.
I'm in love again. Am I the only one concerned about the demons in my head? Laying in my bed, with a scheme upon my death.
Those bells are nice.
I might press. Yes. Take me home, I need my space, my head's a mess. She said, do you want me, baby? Yes. She said,
Okay.
do you want me? I said, yes.
This is tough, man. Now all the answers are super fucking high.
Yes. Take me home, I need my space, my head's a mess. She said, do you want me, baby? Yes.
I really like the beat. The vocals are okay.
Yes. Cooper, you asshole. You killed this beat. And that tag is very memorable. All right. I'm locked in. Everest, you got a vote locked in?
I'm locked in. So.
All right. Chat, it's your chance to lock in a vote now. Are we going to continue voting A every time? Are we going to vote A every time? Or are we going to deviate a little bit? You go with A, 74K. B, 113K. C, 225K. Or D, almost 300K. So far, we got a little bit more of a distributed votes from chat, but you guys are definitely leaning A, which isn't, you know, that's not a super small amount of streams. That's 70K and that's pretty respectable. especially if you only got 32 public tracks. I mean, shit. Shit's got some pull. Stealth Lemon is saying it's a club song and it sucks, so it isn't A. That's an interesting rationale. All right, you guys, 3 seconds left on the clock. It's looking like the A's are gonna take it. You guys are fully sending the Rush A strat. I can respect that. All right, I wanted to deviate from the Rush A strat this time. Hydra is saying this guy is British. So maybe that should have weighed in on our guesses, but yeah, I went with B. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe if they had like 90 tracks or something, I'd go with something a little higher, but I don't know. If it's pulling like over 70K regardless, I don't want to go too high because they only have 30 tracks on SoundCloud, so that they probably haven't been around for super long. I mean, this is from 2 years ago. So presumably when they posted it, they hadn't really released that much by the time this one was released. So that's why I was a little bit pessimistic on this one. But again, I didn't feel like it was like bad enough to deserve to be the lowest option. So that's why I went with B. Everest, what did you go with?
I also went with B.
Nice. Very smart, man. You're genius.
Yeah. You know, man. I was in the same boat as you, though. I was like, man, time to deviate from that Rush A strategy. So
that's right. Well, we'll see. Maybe Hydro's throwing us a little curveball and this one randomly blew up and pulled 300K in 2 years. We'll see. Chat, you guys are going with A. Let's lock in. 3, 2, 1. It was D. All right, guys, I don't know if the bot is broken. I think maybe we're getting misled here, but holy shit. 300K from an account with 2,800 followers. Holy shit. This is Yes by Prop.
That one popped off.
Yeah, propped off, I would say. Jeez. Boy has less than 3,000 followers, pulling 300,000 on a track. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well done, Hydro, for sending us a good little curveball here. We finally get something that deviates from the Rush A strat. Lemon was on point AF, says Andreas. You are correct. Lemon, you called it. The Brits be streaming. That's a fact. So nobody scores points there. Unfortunate. I guess we're going to have to stop rushing A, guys. I'm sorry to say. Unfortunate. Oh, Young Demon is accusing them of botting. You know what? The like to play ratio is a little weird on this one. You'd expect a little more than 1K likes on a track with 300,000 streams and more than 73 reposts, right?
I agree.
I don't know. That is a little weird. A little weird. So maybe that was Hydro's method. He found a track that was obviously botted, so that was the true curveball.
The Brits do be sounding American, though, for real.
They're good at turning it off during their songs, I guess. They don't have to pretend to do the accent anymore, you know? All right. Let's get another track here pulled up. We got one here from 2 months ago. It's hard to see because they got this fancy little waveform artwork here, but 2 months ago. And on these ones, the Chrome extension doesn't show us how many tracks they have, so your guess is as good as mine, but we can see that they have the fancy waveform artwork. So, I don't know. Let's give it a listen. Yes. I think it is a flip of Home by Resonance. I think you're spot on, Entius. The question is, you know, a remix of it that came out 2 months ago, is it gonna pull that many streams? We got two options here under 1K. While I'm not listening, my favorite season is fall by a long shot. Fall is goated. Favorite day of the week? Gotta be Friday, right? Gotta get down on Friday. Okay, there's gotta be some drums at some point, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I don't think so though. The waveforms look pretty maxed out already.
There it is. I was like, right here we got a little bit of some spiky action, so I was like, surely we're getting some percussion. Murasaki, the drum edging is crazy. You're not kidding, man. That was a fucking, how long? A minute and a half with no drums on a 5-minute song. This is a goddamn journey. Skinny Winnie, you think I was born yesterday? Rule number 1 of streaming is never say something that people in chat are begging you to say. Yeah, I'm kind of lost on this one. I'm gonna have to lock in though. I mean, it feels like this is, we've gotten the gist, right?
I'm locked in.
Okay. All right, I'm locked in as well. Chat, the poll is open. How many streams does this presumably remix of Resonance by, or Home by Resonance from 2 months ago have? You thinking it's on the more underrated side, you could go with A, 384, or you could go with B, 726. If you think it's a little more in line with what you would expect from a track from 2 months ago, you could go with C, 3200. Or if you think it might be a little on the overrated side, you could go with D, 14K. It seems there's a lot of people in chat wanting to rush A still. You never learn.
Never learn.
Stuck in your ways. But the C's so far have it. You've got about 15 seconds left on the clock if you want to sway the vote. You can do that in chat with exclamation point vote, space, and then a letter. Uh-oh, Lemon is pushing it into a tie. Now it's tied. Oh, DJ Butthole Main coming in with the C vote. Now the C's have it. Oh, what the hell? Okay. It definitely didn't count DJ Butthole Main's vote for some reason. But I saw it come in time. So DJ Butthole Main, I'll give you your C vote. All right? So chat, you guys are going to go with C, it seems. So C should have 8 votes. I got you, DJ Butthole Main. All right, so you guys are going with B, 726 streams. I, on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like it's a nice track. NTS was onto something when he said people are still a sucker for Home by Resonance. So I feel like in 2 months, and considering the fact that this person is putting in enough effort to like go through and do this like fancy waveform artwork on SoundCloud, I feel like they probably have at least a somewhat sizable audience. D is a super hard sell for me. I don't know if I would just expect some random track to have 15K in 2 months. That's a pretty decent amount. You know, you got to have a good size audience to pull that. So I went with C, 3,220. Everest, what did you go with?
I also went with C.
Nice. What was your rationale? Did you have any other factors weighing into that?
Man, NTS was onto something, like he said, man. I mean, people are a sucker for that shit. I mean, it's really simple, you know, it's catchy. I mean, it's obviously not as good as the original, but you know, I mean, it's I feel like it could even be D. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like that was a bit of a stretch, so had to go with C.
All right, fair enough. People in chat are saying they can't even say DJ Butthole Main's name in chat. That's so whack. YouTube chat, you guys gotta find some workarounds. You don't see him? Hold up. Make sure your shit is set to live chat and not top chat. Maybe it's shadow banning DJ Butthole Main.
Oh shit.
It's fucked up,
Probably
man.
was. Oh, I was on top.
They don't want your boy to thrive. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, but he can say it. Oh no, everybody can say it. Okay, well, it's not shadow banned then. Interesting. Okay, well, let's reveal then. Chat, you guys went with C, I went with C, and Everest went with C. So we will see who gets a point here. Could be all of us or none of us. 3, 2, 1. It was A.
Wow.
You know what? Look at this. Look at this craziness. All right, I'll hide the poll here. You can see they're saying this is inspired by Resonance. So it seems like it was maybe using like similar instruments, some interpolations of the melodies, but I don't know. I feel like they would say that they sampled Resonance if it was a sample. So I don't know. This is Plagiancy by Broken Heart. So yeah, pretty underrated track. I don't know. More often than not, I'm seeing a lot of these people with, you know, smaller audiences doing the waveform art. They must have opened that up to a bunch of other people now. It used to be like super locked down and you had to have access to like Repost Network or something if you wanted to do that, but not anymore.
As long as you pay for SoundCloud Pro, then you can do it.
Oh shit. Well, there you go. There you go. That's that. I think that they still require you though, at least through, well, it's called SoundCloud for Artists now instead of Repost Network, but they require you to release the song on Spotify and Apple Music or something if you want to add the waveform art, which I think is kind of weird. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And it's got to be less than 15 minutes long or something like that. Interesting. So we were all off on that one. I guess we should have rushed A. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. All right. None of us pick up a point on that one. Thank you for that submission, Ryan Cat on Discord. We'll get another one pulled up. Yes, that is correct, Hydro. You have to distribute the track to Spotify. I think it's Spotify and one other streaming service or something like that to get access to the waveform art. Okay, this one comes to us from 2 weeks ago. Pretty fresh track, and this person has 24 public tracks on SoundCloud. We've got a nice looking waveform here. I'm hoping that it's got a nice mix. Let's give it a listen. What in the world? Bro was beating the hog. He's beating his hog. It's noise. It's making noise.
You shouldn't have said anything about the
I know, dude. You never know with waveforms that look like this. It's either like impeccably mixed or it's this.
Lil Tecca vocals.
Yeah, the out of tune Lil Tecca vocals really sell it.
I'm already locked. I locked in as soon as the beat dropped.
All right, I'm locked in. Chat, go ahead and lock in your vote. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong poll. Don't answer that poll. We're not doing higher or lower. Oh, I can't close it. Cancel that poll. There we go. Vote in that poll, why don't ya? How many streams is this Lil Tecca flip from 2 weeks ago gonna pull? 26, that's A. 539, that's B. 1100, that's C, or 1400, that's D. Yeah, you guys are rushing A hard. We got one lone B vote. Who was that? Insaneco? We got Insaneco going with B. That is Insaneco of you. My favorite part of this song is like the 808 is so it's clipping so much that it sounds like Lil Tecca is saying the 808s because it cuts off his vocals every time it comes in.
Literally. It sounded like decently promising, but then the fucking hog.
Yeah, he started beating his hog in the intro. It's downhill from there. I will say, I like that little wow, whatever you call that bass. That's a nice little touch. All right.
The vocals are on tempo. You know, I'll give them.
True, yeah, they have that going for them. I feel like this is probably something posted on an alt account, somebody's shitpost account, because it feels like there's some production skill behind this meme track. You know, I hope it's a meme track. I hope this wasn't unironic. So chat, you guys are going with A. No surprises there. I'm going with A as well. Everest, what are you doing on this one?
I'm going with A too.
Shocking. We're going triple A. Yeah, I don't know, man. Even 500 in 2 weeks would be kind of crazy for something like this. But
It was like a few months, maybe 5 months.
right, yeah. You get a little bit of spread in the meme community.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and lock in A for us. Let's see if we were correct. I really hope so. 3, 2, 1. It was A from TJ Butthole Main. Who else? Damn, it's called Whoopsies, I Did It Again. Well done, DJ Butthole Main. Is your hog okay? He sounded very upset. Crazy. We were just talking about bro. Wow. We all score a point on that one. Well done, everybody. We're so good at this. We love a close game.
Love it.
All right. Let's see here. I did receive a paid submission, so we're going to have that one pulled up next.
Paid submission.
Yeah, I got a paid submission on the stream. Very exciting. Let me get that link pulled here real quick. All right, I think we need to do this. And then do this. All right. We'll get our next track pulled up here. Pretty close game here so far. You're keeping up quite well, Everest. It's seeming like the vote A every time strat might be the move, though. We'll just have to keep an eye out, I guess.
I think it's been A like every time except for one.
Except for one, correct. I need to make sure that it's opening in this window. There we go. All right. We got a track here from 1 year ago on a profile with 60 public tracks. And we can see here, oh my God, the top option is 1.2 million, with the lowest option being 44,000. Genuinely curious to see. This is the paid submission, yes. So we'll see where this one ends up. What in the world? This also sounds like a shitpost.
It does.
How's this even pulling 40K?
That's what I'm thinking.
Got some little slide synths. I'm not gonna lie, the little like gated guitar riffs are pretty sick.
Yeah, kind of dope. Sounds like it was posted in like 2010.
It does. It does. This is like a fucking, I don't know. I expect to hear this in like a meme like an MLG meme edit on YouTube in 2016. People in chat are saying it's Pizza Tower. What is Pizza Tower? Pizza Tower OST. So it's a soundtrack? Is Pizza Tower a game? Someone else is saying it's from a Bomberman game.
I was literally gonna say it sounds like fucking Bomberman.
Nyan Cat Ab Beat.
It's kind of clean. Like it sounds like some straight like video game shit. You know, like I don't know. Like the people who
It
made
does.
this, you know, they definitely knew what they were doing.
For sure. Man, I'm lost. I don't know. 1 year ago? How old
Yeah,
is it
that's really
exactly?
recent.
Okay, it just turned 1 in February. So it's a little over 1. Good to know. Man, do video game OSTs get streams on SoundCloud? Is that accurate, Vistro man? I don't know. That's kind of wild. I just don't know. I have no idea what to think.
Okay, little breakdown. This track has been like all over the place.
It certainly has. Okay, I'm locked in. Are you locked in?
I am locked.
All right, chat. You guys seem to have a pretty good read on this one, so I'm genuinely curious what you guys are thinking. You're right. DJ Butthole Main says the tempo automations are kind of throwing me off. The tempo automations are crazy.
They are great.
They're all over the place. I got to see what the project file for this bad boy looks like.
Everybody's going D.
Yeah, they are. Rush D, I guess. Wow.
The band kids love this.
Is it now? It's so crazy because the very beginning sounds like a fucking Owl City melody, and then it
Yeah.
goes into the guitar riffs and the tempo automation. Bro was drawing shapes in the automation clip. Honestly, we got a couple votes for C, 1 vote for A. Who went with A? Murasaki's thinking this one's pulling 40K. Okay, fair enough. Got a few C votes in there as well. All right, the chat poll is closed. You guys went with D. 69% of you guys, to be exact, went with D. And I agreed. I feel like 1.2 million is such an outlier in this array of options. It just feels like, you know, one of these things is not like the other. You know, so I don't know. It doesn't feel like the type of track that would pull 1 million in a year. But shit, what do I know about the Pizza Tower OST? Apparently, Everest, what did you say?
I actually went with C.
C? Okay, yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like 1.2 million was a little high, but it could definitely be 1.2 million. I'm not gonna lie, but my gut was telling me C. So
I'm totally with you. I wanted to go with those. I just I don't know. I see a super big outlier, and chat knows this. I instantly go for it every time. I'm so guilty of seeing one that's so far away from the others and being like, oh, it has to be that one. And then Nevin does the editing to make me look really stupid because I am. All right, chat, you guys are going with D. I also went with D. Everest is going with C. Let's see what it ends up being. 3, 2, 1. Did it break? It's frozen. There we go. It was so many plays it froze for a second. 1.2 million from the Pizza Tower OST, It's Pizza Time. This was a paid submission from Stealth Lemon, so thank you, Stealth Lemon, for sending in this absolute fucking curveball of a submission.
Right.
Lemon is an OST enjoyer after all, so I was not surprised to see people in chat saying that it was an OST track, apparently. So, very interesting one there. It's Pizza Time. That's a crazy soundtrack. I would be interested to see who like made the soundtrack, because that shit was bonkers.
Damn, I guess I'm falling behind now a little bit.
A little bit, but hey, maybe now the strat is to rush D. I don't know.
There's always hope.
I don't know. Let's see here. I think we got another paid submission in here. So let me get that one pulled up now. Stealth Lemon is a G. Correct. What is Pizza Tower even? Can you guys tell me what Pizza Tower is?
I've never heard of that shit.
Oh, we actually have 2 paid submissions that came in. Lemon, you're a trendsetter.
Platforming game. Interesting.
Okay. A 2D platformer similar to Wario Land. Okay. All right. This next one comes to us from 16 days ago. Let me get the poll off the screen real quick. As a reminder, this is another paid submission. This one's from 16 days ago from a profile with 9 public tracks. This one could have as few as 88 streams or as many as 1,210. Let's give it a listen.
You are listening to 66.6 FM 6 Double Record 6 Radio. We on that 6 Evil 6
Smoking on that demon semen.
Oh yeah. We got another great shit post on our hands. Danny, welcome to stream. You were correct. Shouts out to Danny. He was the only one who correctly predicted today's special guest before it was revealed. Smoking on that demon semen. It's got a good ring to it. This is wild. We got 4 minutes of this shit. I know this fucking project file has like over 100 audio samples in it. This is wild.
It's been like 8 different tracks.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god,
Dude, the off-tempo OG riser.
Potent prescription.
This really does feel like a parody of DJ Smokey, like his old shit.
Is this one of the paid submissions?
It is.
Oh god.
Andreas is saying it's Penis Main. Maybe it's Penis Main, I don't know. We've had some Penis Main tracks on the show.
Yeah, and all y'all niggas that wanna be they Glock say your name on the tape. Yeah.
D is for dead, and so I smoke him like I'm Gunsmoke. D is for dead, and so I smoke him like I'm Gunsmoke. D is for dead, and so I smoke him like I'm
Alright, I'm locked in.
dead, and so I smoke
Yeah,
him like
I'm locked in too.
Alright. Chat. There you go. The poll is open. How many streams does this art piece from 16 days ago have? Go with A, 88 streams, B, 230 streams, C, 418 streams, or D, 1,200.
What time is it?
Okay, let's go.
We got 3 votes for D. Okay, that's unironically something dubstep heads would listen to. I know because I used to be one.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, big time. That was like my intro. That's how I got into trap music, was because I was into dubstep. Then I found out about like EDM trap.
The chair rocking sound.
Oh, this. Is it a chair rocking? Is that how it is intended? I always thought it was like bed springs.
I don't know. I think it's a chair, but I could be wrong. This tweet.
Intius is saying this is cringe dubstep. The Jersey bed squeak. Is that what it's called? Now I know. What a journey that was. Chat, you guys are going with A. It was pretty close. D almost had it. What the hell does that mean, DJ Butthole Main? Rail Rider? What does that mean? Jersey, Brazil, dubstep? Okay, chat, you guys are going with A. Yeah, I mean, like, 9 public tracks, a little over 2 weeks. I don't see you pulling more than 88 streams, to be exact. What are you thinking, Everest?
I agree, man. I agree. I had to go with A. I mean, 16 days ago, I mean, there's no way that it's pulling more than 88, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I also just realized I asked you if you played the guitar earlier, and there's literally 2 guitars in frame behind you. I would hope you play guitar.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we're all going A on this one. I just realized there's a beam of light, like, right down my face right now. Let's go ahead and lock in A. Why don't we? 3, 2, 1. It was A. From Damned, Trapped in Mongolia. What the fuck? This is the most cursed song I've ever listened to. From the
That was wild.
branding to the sounds, like, I really want to know how long it took you to export that shit. That is wild.
It was like an entire album, like, squinched into one song.
It really was. Honestly, 4 minutes? You're getting all of that into 4 minutes? That's impressive. Hot damn. We all score points here. It's still a pretty close game, all things considered. We've been on the money for the most part. You're still in the game, Everest. Don't forget. There's always plenty of opportunity to strike it big.
What happen is I need to get it right, and you need to get it wrong.
That's right. That's the strat. All right, we've got one more paid submission to get to here. Let me get it pulled up.
Peace, Danny.
Oh, Danny, you peacing out? Thanks for stopping by, and congrats again for being the only person to correctly guess that Everest was going to be here today. I posted like a picture from the Atlanta show and like cut you out and had them guess. And Danny recognized the photo. He was like, "That's from the Atlanta stop."
No way.
All right, let's get this one pulled up.
That was a fun night.
It really was. Well, looking back, it was a fun night. I had quite the roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, you went through hell to get there.
That was.
You made it, man.
I went through hell to get there. I went through hell shortly after I got there.
Yeah, dude, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, if you're not up to speed, go check out the Atlanta tour vlog on the Von Storm YouTube channel. Get you up to speed. That was a wild ride. All right, this paid submission comes to us from 1 year ago, from a profile with over 1,500 public tracks on it.
Wow.
That is definitely the most we've seen of any account we've looked at on the show before. This track has quite a lot going on here, it looks like, and it's only 2.5 minutes long, so I think we're in for another shit post, possibly.
This is the Certified Explorers of the Internet Classic.
Oh yeah. I can't believe there's 1,500 more of these. There's so much more where this came from.
Yeah, I had to cut down my volume a little bit.
I did too. I was like, I literally can't hear myself talk.
Yeah. Are there usually this many shitposts?
You know, not really. There was one stream where we got a ton of re-uploads, which kind of threw us off. But I mean, like, getting all these shitposts is kind of crazy. And the fact that this track that's just over a year old has at least 2,800 streams is kind of crazy. Fox, you might be onto something. Maybe it is just this track posted 1,500 times.
It's not terrible. The beginning was a little rough, but
Honestly, yeah. There's some...
breakdown was okay.
Rhythm? Is this rhythm?
It's like D&D almost.
Yeah. That's so good. Oh. It almost sounded disappointed.
A little sample is cool.
It is. It fucking... Is that Daft Punk? I think so.
I have no idea.
D&B, okay. What is rhythm? It's not that, is it? That's hardstyle, right?
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I was fucking with the D&D, but this part's a little nuts.
This is the summer.
Oh, nice. We get the little fart sound effect at the end. Buzzer beater. All right, I'm gonna lock in.
I'm locked in already.
Chat. Oh my God, where's my cursor? There it is. Chat, you can now vote in the poll. Let us know how many streams you think this paid submission of a shitpost track from a SoundCloud profile with over 1,500 public tracks.
Oh wow.
How many streams it has? That's a lot. There's a lot of shitposts on one profile, okay? So far, people are rushing A for sure. A seems to be the move on this one. Yeah, I mean, Lemon, you're a testament to paid submissions not always being A. Sometimes they pull over 1 million streams on what sounds like it could be a shitpost, but it's actually an OST for a platforming game.
And a couple D's in there.
Yeah, dude, y'all are wildin'. We got some B's and D's. Crazy. Wow. Some of y'all are crazy for that. You know what? I could be eating my words here in a few minutes, so I'm not going to speak too soon. But chat, I was in agreement. I also went with A on this one. 1,500 tracks, man. You got to be posting multiple tracks a day. And
that's a fuck ton of tracks.
I don't know how many people are really like sharing this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Maybe it gets included in a meme edit on Instagram or something. Maybe it gets tossed around in a Discord channel somewhere. But is that enough to pull 14,000 streams in just over a year? I don't know. Maybe on Spotify. I don't know. Everest, what'd you go with?
I also went with A because even though the D&B breakdown was kind of fire, there's just no way. I mean, 14K? I don't know, man. That's a stretch.
That's tough. Yeah, for sure. I think if we were talking like maybe like 5K, we'd have a little bit more of a competition. But yeah, 14K, that's a big jump. So watch it be like C or D though. We'll see. Right. Nobody voted for C. So we're all going A on this one. Let's hope that we're right. This paid submission from Intius, by the way. This was from Intius, the dubstep head. It was B.
Wow.
The Bees have it. Oh my God. This was Explorers of the Internet. They said it in the track. I didn't know that was their name. And they're verified too. What the shit?
Wow. That's crazy.
4 awesome remixes to prepare you for summer 2023. And
I almost went with or B. I almost went with B. I was like this close.
that's crazy, dog. Oh my God. Thank you, Intius, for the insane curveball. Are you a follower of Explorers of the Internet? When I saw they have 13,000 followers. When I saw the verified badge, I was like, wait a minute. Is this... And I saw the title of the track. I was like, wait a minute. Is this unironic? Was this not a shitpost? Then I read the description of the track. So yeah, I think it's a pretty well-branded shitpost, if I do say so myself. Well done, Intius. That was a real gem, if I say so myself. And a good curveball question, because I definitely did not expect it to be pulling fucking 14,000 streams. Jesus.
Same. I enjoyed that though.
That's crazy. All right, we're back to the Discord submissions, I believe. Let's see here. Yes. All right, we're back to the Discord submissions. Let's get another one pulled up. Whoops, wrong window. There we go. All right. Explorers of the Internet are the OGs in shitposts. Good to know, Young Demon. I'll have to do a deep dive on their discography. Their 1,500 track discography. All right, 3 months ago on this one, only 7 public tracks on this profile. So I'll be interested to see where this one goes. Bit of an interesting waveform. Looks like we might have some sort of switch up here at the end. Let's dive in. It sounds kind of similar to him, yeah.
Yes, it does, yeah.
What y'all know about Streeko?
He's an OG, man.
He is. Apparently he's from Chicago. I didn't even realize. There's not a lot of funk producers from Chicago. Are you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right, let's get her going. Chat, let us know what you think. How many streams you think this song from 3 months ago has? You go with a little more underrated side, you go with A or B, that's 1,700 or 8,500. Or if you think it might be on a little bit of the overrated end, you could go with C, 11.8K, or D, 23.7K. You can vote in chat once again with exclamation point vote, space, and then the letter. I'm interested to see what this little switcheroo sounds like here at the end. I will say, in terms of the mix, I think it's overall pretty solid. I think that the kick could have been a little different. Kick sound a little out of place compared to everything else, but I don't know. Maybe
not too shabby of a mix.
Yeah. A little bit of a switch, yeah. Nate, you're asking if this was your submission. If you are NES on Discord, then yes, it is your submission. So submitted by NES. All right, the poll is closed. Chat, you guys are going A on this one. 40% of you guys. It was very close. The B's almost had it. It was a one vote margin. So let's go ahead and reveal my answer. I was in agreement. I also went with A. I feel like the main thing that sold it for me was the fact that they only have 7 tracks. I think if they had like 10 to 20 at least, I would have maybe gone with B. Because 3 months, that's like a decent period of time to pull 8K. I think C and D are out of the question if you're, if you got this few tracks. Unless you're getting some crazy reposts or going viral or something. I don't know. So that's why I went with A. What are you thinking, Everest?
I also went with A. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about it. It definitely cannot be Strico, though, because he has, like, hundreds of tracks, I'm pretty sure, on his page.
Yeah. Maybe it's like an alt account or something, but I also felt like, I don't know. I feel like his kicks are mixed a little better. I feel like this kick might have been a little, like, too punchy compared to everything else. There's a place for that. But
yeah, only 3 months, though. Definitely, I don't know, 8K, 8K. It's a bit of a stretch. So.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Well, it sounds like we're all in agreement here. Rush A. Will it pay off? 3, 2, 1. It was A. This is from NES Melodies. Desire. It's a funk track from someone in the Discord. So thank you, NES, for sending that over. Very interesting Strico type beat. Doesn't Strico have a tag that says his name? Because that's what I was.
I think he does.
I think I was listening out for that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still a very close game. It's only a 2-point margin, so really anyone's game here. I'm gonna turn this on. So we're probably getting into the last few submissions here. Yeah, thank you for that submission. A good one. Not much else to say about it. It's a solid beat.
Solid, yeah.
Just, NES Melodies, put out some more tracks. You've already got 350 followers with 7 tracks. That's pretty solid. So, yeah, if you keep putting out that fire, you'll be pulling numbers like B, C, and D in no time. All right. This next track, we got the fancy waveform artwork once again. This track's from 3 years ago. It's got either 9,000 or over 170K. So let's find out how good it sounds. Does it deserve that many streams? Super cool. I almost feel like this could be used in a fucking Adult Swim bumper, like before the commercial break.
There's almost like no melody.
I know. Just like a fucking pad. Like a noise pad with some very faint harmonics. Yeah.
Get down with it.
Yeah. 3 years ago. All right, I'm locked in. Are you locked in?
I think I'm locked in.
All right, chat. You know what time it is. Let your voice be heard. How many streams does this no melody having bass boosted ass beat from 3 years ago have? If you think it's on the more underrated side, I'm sorry to say you only have one option, which is A. So you could rush A if you wanted to. Or if you're thinking it's more, on the slightly overrated or maybe even in line with a track from 3 years ago. If it really pops off and you think it's a good track, you go with B, C, or D. They're all pretty high numbers. B is 170K, C almost 200K, and D 265K. It's a big boy. What is Murasaki saying? Is he feeding you info? Murasaki's saying street funk is the genre. Okay. Murasaki knows the track and who made it, and they're saying it's street funk. And in my time on this show, I've learned a lot about street funk, and I've learned that it doesn't get that many streams, according to Murasaki. I used to be very bullish on street funk tracks, not so much anymore. So chat, you guys are going A. There's a very small margin too, 6 votes to 4 votes. The B's almost had it, and it wasn't Murasaki's submission. Murasaki just super tapped into the scene, I guess. I went with A as well. I mean, I feel like 170K in 3 years is a shit ton of streams, not to mention 198K and 265K. So I don't know. I haven't heard this track anywhere. I don't know if it necessarily has the sound that I would attribute to something that goes like super viral, but so that's why I went with A. I feel like it deserves more than 9K in 3 years, but I didn't really see it pulling 170K plus. How about you, Everest?
I'm in the same boat as you, big dog. Had to go with A. There's just no way that they're pulling that much. You know, it's like maybe if there were some cowbells thrown in there, but no cowbells. So I had to stick with A.
Fair enough. Oh boy, Murasaki's saying, well, street funk mostly doesn't get streams because very few of them make the genre. But this song, on the other hand, might be an exception. We'll see. We're all going A here, so nobody's gonna lose their lead here. It sounds like on this one if it's not A. But we'll go ahead and lock in and see what Murasaki's talking about. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was A. Okay, Murasaki, why do you gotta do that to us? Okay,
throw us off.
It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up what you be doing. This is from Shirtokia, which I definitely think we've had a track from theirs on the show before. This is called Remorseless. Pretty solid track. Definitely in that street funk toaster music type of vibe that we've seen on the show before. So, yeah, I buy it. Street funk. They didn't tag it street funk, though, which I think is fascinating. They tagged it, let's see, funk, cowbell, ambient, and underground. I didn't hear any cowbells.
I did not hear any cowbells.
Maybe that's just the new cheat code. That's how you go viral on SoundCloud.
Right.
Hashtag
I'd
cowbell.
start doing that myself.
I know, yeah. Let's throw it on every track I've ever made. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty close game. Very high scoring game. We love to see these. Some of these streams we end up at the last round and it's like 4-7. But look at us. All right. Next track here is from 4 months ago. 161 tracks from this profile on SoundCloud. So they could have built up a pretty sizable audience, but as you can see here, we've got a pretty good distribution of options here. Could be as low as 6,000 or as much as 30,000, and that's in 4 months. Let's give it a listen. We got a nice little, what we like to call the turd waveform. It's got a nice fade in, a nice fade out, really chonky in the middle. Let's give it a listen. Oh boy. You already know this one's gonna be hashtag cowbell. Yeah, I'm turning it way the fuck down. Holy shit.
I had to turn my shit down. That is
I need these to work. I can't be the host of the SoundCloud game show if I lose my hearing. This feels like a sabotage. Whoever submitted this, trying to get me off the show, off the air.
The fact that this has at least 6K is kind of crazy.
I know, dude. Like, do these people listen to their music on 2% volume? Like, Jesus Christ. Someone's calling this skibbity funk. Aggressive indeed, Murasaki. My God. But here's my question, Murasaki. If you like loud music, why don't you just turn it up? You know, like as the listener. I don't know why a producer has to just, you know, clip everything to this extent. I mean, even like the drift funk from like back when that movement kind of like started taking off. It wasn't pushing things this far, I feel like.
No.
This shit is excessive. Yeah. All right. Oh man, this is tough. 160 tracks from this person. So they've been putting out tracks for a minute, presumably. They've been doing it for a while, which means they could have a sizable audience.
Why do I feel like all 160 tracks probably sound like this?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they've had a little bit of an evolution. Maybe they decided to hop on the bandwagon after a while.
That was definitely ear rape, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was very that assaulted my eardrums big time.
Oh, yeah.
Had to turn that shit down. I didn't even make it to the drop. All right, I'm locked in. Everest, I'm assuming your guess is locked in as well.
Locked in, babe.
All right, chat, let us know what you think of this aggressive drift funk track from 4 months ago. How many streams is it gonna have? If you're gonna rush A, that's 6,000 streams. If you're going B, that's 11,000. Could go with C, 17K, or D, 30K as well. So far, every single voter is going with A, 6,000. I don't necessarily blame you, dog. This is a tough sell for me as a listener. Like, to want to listen to this more than once.
Like, I'm trying to think of any situation where I would actually listen to this, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah. 5 seconds left on the clock. I'm thinking the A's are going to take it. We didn't even get that many votes, dog. They're abstaining.
A's are taking
They're
it.
protesting this track. You guys are going A. 87.5% of you guys voted 6,000 streams. So you think it's, technically speaking, on the more underrated side compared to the other options. I don't know. I feel like I take the number of tracks that the person has into account a little bit more than maybe I should. I feel like this person probably has a decent sized audience if they've got 160 tracks. I feel like that's like a good sweet spot to determine whether it's like just a very experienced producer or like a re-upload account. Because if it's too many, then you know it's like a label or something like that. Or explorers of the internet, for example. So I went with B. I feel like that was a good middle ground, 4 months, 11K. You probably got like a moderately sized audience if you're pulling 11K in 4 months. So I don't know. I don't know if this sound is still super popular anymore. So I'm not sure about this one. I guess we'll see. Everest, what did you go with?
Well, this could be the deal breaker because I went with A.
Oh, you might leave me in the dust here, guys. Let's see. So chat, you guys are going A. Everest is with you, going A. I'm the lone B vote here. Nobody in chat even voted for B. We had one vote for C though. Maybe that person's correct. Let's see it. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
I've done it. It only took me like 6 months, but I finally figured this game out. This is called Illegal Shit. Brackets 66 by KMS. Very aggressive name for an aggressive drift funk track.
300 likes? Is that what that says?
Yeah, 300 likes.
Yeah.
300 people liked it enough to like it on SoundCloud.
That's
So, yeah, more power to you, Mr. KMS. I think we've had a track from this person on the show before. And I think it was also really fucking loud. So I think you're right, Everest. All 160 of these tracks are probably pretty loud. Yeah, very interesting to get a peek into this whole corner of the scene. This is like totally separated from the type of shit I normally listen to. Very interesting. All right. I think we got time for one more track before we do the round ending gimmick to determine who's going to be lucky enough to turn things around. Let's see. Oh, wouldn't you know it, we got a submission from none other than Murasaki. Eventually we're just going to run out of Murasaki submissions, so I hope you're keeping up with it, Murasaki. All right, let's see here. We got a track here from 4 years ago on a profile with 15 public tracks. So not a ton to work with here, but the track's been around for a long time. So it could have as few as 34,000 or as many as 330,000. Let's see. Another loud one, yeah. Murasaki's into the loud shit. Murasaki, are you able to hear us right now? Do you have closed captions on? Some cool drums.
I know, some are cool. That 808 is quite the 808.
It is crushed. That thing is fat. I really like that drum fill there. I need that. Send me the wave. Whoever this producer is. You know what? You're right, Paradism. It does sound kind of like Doom Shop drums. What were you saying, Everest?
Oh, just those little like flicker scratches in the
yeah, dude.
Okay.
There's some nice attention to detail in this one. I also really, I was kind of not sure what to think of it before the drums came in, but that little like the high pitched shit that comes in, I think it goes kind of hard with this beat.
No, this is dope. This is dope.
Oh, bummer, Murasaki. Apparently this person's not super active anymore. I'm not sure what to think of this one. Murasaki, you've thrown us some crazy curveballs in your time. Oh no, I mean, if you want to send me the snare, sure, Skinny Winnie. I was talking about the drum fill that came in at like 1 minute. It's a really sick sounding drum fill. Yeah, they got some good acapellas on it too. I was kind of expecting it to have some more like overused vocals, but I don't know if I've heard these, honestly. This is a tough one. This is a good one to close things out, because I'm a little stumped.
I am too. He's giving us some hints though.
He certainly is. He's feeding us some information. Apparently it's a collab, but the collaborator has deleted everything. Yeah, I wouldn't consider these vocals overused. I haven't heard any of them before. Damn, dude, how did it just turn 4? Okay, it just turned 4. Not that it's gonna make that much of a difference. I mean, 4 and 5 years, that's kind of a negligible difference. Okay. I'm gonna lock in. That drum fill. That's what I was talking about. Are you locked in? You locked in, Everest? Still thinking? Deliberating?
I was still thinking. I was still deliberating, but
You wanted to hear that drum fill again. It's a nice drum fill.
Break. All right, I'm locked in.
All right, chat. It's your last chance to vote. Make it good. Hope you're all in agreement on this one. How underground is this track from 4 years ago? From a profile with 15 tracks. Public tracks, that is. They could have privated some shit. If you're thinking it's more on the underrated side, you could go with A or B. That's 34K for A, 44K for B. If you think it's a little more on the overrated side, you go with C, 147K, or D, 336K. I'm curious to see where you guys go on this one. So far, the Bs are taking a commanding lead, but you've got plenty of time to sway the vote if you haven't voted yet. Once again, exclamation point, vote, space, and then the letter of your choosing. It's looking like A and B are really the main contenders here, so you've got about 10 seconds left if you want to get a vote in for A to try and sway the vote. But it's looking like the A's might take it here. Oh, we got one last minute vote in there for A, but yes, the B's are gonna take it. All right, you guys are saying that this track has 44,000 streams, and chat, I'm sorry to say you will not be tying me because I also put B. So we're either both getting it right or we're both getting it wrong. I feel like this track is definitely solid enough to not be at the very low end of the spectrum, but I feel like the fact that this producer, like Murasaki said, it doesn't look like they've really kept up with it. They're, not super active, only 15 public tracks on SoundCloud. I don't know if they're going to have the audience built up to really have a track blow up. And, 4 years ago, 2020, I think there were some tracks blowing up, but I don't know. It's not one that I've heard before. But it's a solid track, so I went with B. How about you, Everest?
Well, I did go with B, but I changed it to A just for the fact that I'm hoping y'all get it wrong and I get it right.
Very nice. Hey, a valid strat. All right, let's see where it goes. This is the last round before the wheel. Okay, so let's find out where this one's gonna go. Chat, you guys went with B. I also went with B. Everest is going with the Rush A strat. It seems to work sometimes, so we'll see if it works out for him this time. 3, 2, 1. It was B. Well done, chat. You guys called it. Everest, I'm so sorry. It's looking like you're gonna need to get lucky on the wheel to pull this one back. All right. Chat goes up to 9. Yokai breaks double digits for the first time in the history of the game show, I think. I don't know if I've ever broke double digits. I was really on my A game today. Or B game, I guess. So let's go ahead and settle this out, why don't we? So don't leave the stream. The game's not over yet. Okay, I haven't quite won yet. I'm not in the clear. You guys are hot on my tail, and you only need a 50% chance on the wheel of reposts to score at least 1 point. You do. All right. So as a reminder, well, first of all, let me go ahead and let's see. I think I need to switch my screen share for you, Everest, so that you can see the wheel. Whoops. I need to make that like that. There we go. All right. You should be able to see the wheel now. Yes?
Yeah.
And chat. Now you can see the wheel as well. As we've discussed throughout the stream, a repost can make all the difference in the outcome of a track, whether it blows up or whether it stays in obscurity. So to decide the game, all of us are going to spin the wheel to see how lucky we are, how good of a repost we're going to get from the wheel of reposts. As you can see here, you have a 50% chance that your score is just going to stay the same. So you're going to need to have at least a little bit of luck to have your score adjusted at all. And if you get a little bit luckier, you got about a 25% chance that you get even more than 1 point. Yeah, I think it's like a 15 or like a 20% chance for a +2, like a 10% chance for a +4, and a 6% chance for a +10. Totally turn around the game. So
Wow.
we will start with Everest, I believe, to see where he ranks up to. Everest, would you like for me to spin the wheel for you?
I would love for you to spin the wheel for me.
All right. Count it down for me. I don't want to spin it prematurely.
All right. 3, 2, 2.5.
The suspense is
1.
killing me.
Spin it.
Let her rip. Here we go. Everest, you're going to get your score adjusted. Oh, no. Everest, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. The 50-50 coin toss did not work out in your favor. And we got the fucking confetti, of course. Oh, that's just disrespectful. All right. Chat, you guys are next up since you're in second place. The first person I see in chat to say, I love you, Everest. I want to change it every time so people don't pre-fire it, okay? First person to say, I love you, Everest, I will spin the wheel when you say. I'm waiting. We're on low latency mode, so I should see someone here in no time.
Am I not loved?
I love you, Everest. DJ Butthole Main, thank you. We'll spin it for you. Chat, how many points are you going to get? No way! You took the +2? Oh my god, you barely fucking did that. I can't believe you. Wow, I'm going to need to get a little lucky here. Holy shit. Chat takes the lead with the fucking repost wheel.
That's crazy.
I can't believe that shit. I need to take it out of the game, I think. That's crazy. All right.
Wait, what's gonna happen if you get the +1 now?
If I get a +1, then I tie with chat, which I know chat doesn't like ties, but hey man, we can't play forever, okay?
No.
So I'm hoping I get at least a +2. I need a 25. I have a 25% chance that I can bring this back, okay? Whew. Prayers up. 3, 2, 1. Please. Please. Oh, it's over. Oh my god. God damn it. Chat, you've beaten me at my own game. Oh man, the confetti. Get out of here, confetti. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Everest, we've gotten trounced by chat. That's crazy.
Is that the first time?
That's the first time chat, I think, has made a comeback with the wheel. So chat, hey, GG. If it's rigged, like some of you are saying in the chat, it's rigged in your favor. So I don't want to hear complaints about it being rigged ever again. That's a good stream. Very high-scoring game for the most part, and a very interesting game at the very end here. So now you know. Now you know why we do the wheel of repost. So you guys stay to the end, because anything can happen.
That's great.
Truly. So, Everest, thank you so much for joining us. Any closing words of wisdom or anything you want to say to chat?
Words of wisdom. Get your bag.
Get your motherfucking bag. That's right. Where can people find you, Everest? You got anything you want to put on for tease? Anything in the pipeline?
I don't know if there's any of my personal fans in here, but whoever's listening to my shit, I got a tape coming in about a month or two. It's going to be a collaborative tape with Sway 55. So I'm
Sway. Oh, hell yeah.
The OG.
That's big. Good shit. Well, everyone, Everest will be linked in the description. You go check him out on SoundCloud, Spotify, all that good shit. Thank you so much for joining us. Everest is one of the coolest producers in the scene. He's like definitely like a trailblazer. He's like forging his own path in the scene. Had the opportunity to play some sets alongside him. I played one in Atlanta. That was crazy. And like I said, we just did a collab track not too long ago. So go check that one out. Sequoia. Yeah, it is. Everest, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And everyone in chat, a reminder, we stream these live every Wednesday night. I know that this week was a little bit of an outlier. Every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern if you want to catch these live. If you can't catch it live, we do edit these down into a cohesive episode that we upload onto the channel. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of that. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.